Hello everyone, it's Kylie, Bertucci, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia, and we are live. Hello everyone, thank you so much for all your comments. I'm just going on to have a look at the extras because I've swapped devices now. How are you all today? I'm so excited to be here with you, and I'm so glad that some of you can be here live. To those of you that are catching up with the replay, thank you so much for coming back and having a look at the project that we're making together today. Oh, there you all are. Hi, Luann. Hey, Kerry. Yes, it's all looking good. I love it when I can see it moving and that I'm in the right place. It's like, phew. Hello. Hey, Maddie. Oh, so nice to see you all here. Hello, Anne-Marie. So we have lots to share with you today because, as usual, Stampin' Up! Have got some amazing things happening to keep us excited and creating with lots of new exciting things. The first thing that I wanted to point out is that the new stem, the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, is now available. Yay! We're so thrilled about this machine, and I'm going to be using it today to show you just how amazing it is. We just love it. I'm so glad that I decided to upgrade and treat myself because, you know, I'm not traveling. I'm not going anywhere. So why not spoil myself? I'm like, what exactly am I saving for? A scam. That's what I'm saving for. There's no traveling for Kylie and Bruno on the cards for quite some time. So the other thing that I'm really excited about, and we have just placed an order, or we're about to do an order. I meant to do it yesterday and it kind of got a bit busy, but for the magnetic plate, it has arrived as well. So we're really looking forward to playing with that with the new machine. The little mini hasn't come just yet, but it is on the cards and it is coming. So we'll keep you updated when that comes. And of course we're going to get that. Absolutely. Give us it all. So the new machine. Now, our hot tip, and you probably have seen our previous video, our hot tip that is, if you know that you want the new machine, please consider joining, mainly because you'll save money. You'll pay $40 less, but you'll get a whole lot more than just the $40 discount, because at the moment there's a joining special where you get 2 free stamp sets, you get a pack of rhinestones and enough cardstock to make 16 cards. It's like a little kit. So that's a really great special at the moment. You pay $169 to join, and then you can choose $235 of anything that you want. So you're getting $66 of product for free, plus free postage on top of that. Then on top of the special with the kit, you in turn get 20% off all your purchases. Now, if you have any questions or concerns about joining, I know I've got a lot of customers that have sort of held back for a long time. They thought that they had to sell, or they thought that they had to pay $169 and then buy more. No, it's just $169 in Australia, and then you get to pick $235 or whatever you want. So it's just a really awesome, amazing deal. I think it's such a good deal. People think, what's the catch? But there really is no catch. It's just a really good deal. So if you know that you love the Stampin' Up! Products, you know that you're going to be spending anyway, please talk to us. We would love to get you the best value. Plus, you get to join our Crazy Crafters team. And we have an amazing team all over Australia, over 300 people in the team. And we just love our team. Oh, Roxanne said that she's first time here live. Roxana. Oh, that's nice. Morning, Jenny. So good to see you all here. Thank you for commenting too. Ah, Kuniko-san said it's sold out on the first day in Japan. Woo! Go you girls. I am so excited That is Sugoi Desner. It's excellent. That is really good. So, yes, we love our skem. We love our new machine. I'm not sure whether it was the magnetic plate that sold out on the first day or whether it was actually the machine that sold out. That's kind of cool. So we are very, very excited about that. And if you can join our wonderful team this month, we would love to have you. We have monthly crafting sessions together. In fact, today we have our monthly Zoom session together as well. So there's 2 monthly events for the team. We do videos, we have free training. Lots and lots of fun. Random act of kindness where we send cards to one another, virtual swap, prizes, draws. So much fun. So it's so much more than just the discount on the kit. There's like a way more. Like events, ordering early, discounts on your products, special merchandise. Do you want to see some of our special merchandise? I love it. And they've got more coming too, special merchandise. Look! It's a mouse pad. These are the things that demonstrators get. We get cool stuff, right? We get things like this. You can't buy this if you're a customer. And they've got more stuff coming. They've got drink bottles. They've got lapel. They've got so many cool things coming. So I'm like really excited about that. So it matches my grid paper. I show you my grid paper, I'll show you my mouse pad that goes with my grid paper. So yes, it's good fun being a demonstrator. Have you listened? Are you listening? Please listen. Even if you're not in Australia, talk to your demonstrator because you will love being a demonstrator. It's like special VIP status. It's like the next level. So please, 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 we want to see you part of the Stampin' Up fun. Now, the other thing that I wanted to let you know is that we still have Paper Pumpkin in Australia. Yes! So I wanted to highlight this because it is just the cutest, most amazing kit. And we have been sending these to friends and family around Australia because right now it is the most perfect gift I can even imagine giving to any of my friends, even if they're not crafters. You know what? Now is the time to learn. People are learning how to make sourdough. They're learning how to sing. They're learning a language. What else are they doing? We did a trivia night on Zoom. So now's the time, even if they've never crafted before, well, now's a great time to learn a new hobby. And some people we know don't have a hobby and they are really struggling with the pandemic. So help them out. Give a friend a gift. Best gift you could possibly give them. This is like $37 in Australia and it makes 8 cards, has everything they need except for the block, but they can use a lot of other things. We've used the back of our mobile phone. So yeah, that's a really cool gift. And even for yourself, like if you have a few of them set up so that you can just have some fun, use the kit to share love to your friends and family. So not only are you having fun yourself, but then in turn you're spreading that love is continuing to spread to other people. We actually received this and I thought it was such a good idea. It was from our team member Nancy Petka and she filled it with my most favourite thing in the world. Britta and I gasped when we saw this gift. But she used the Share Sunshine kit because there's quite a lot of extra material in the box. So it doesn't just make the cards. You end up with some extra bits and pieces. So she used our little mini Paper Pumpkin boxes, which by the way are super, super adorable. This is what they look like plain. And Nancy has sponged that in the most gorgeous colours. I think she's used maybe daffodil or bumblebee and then calypso coral, and she's just used her daubers to sponge all of that. Looks amazing. And then these are the extra bits from the Share Sunshine kit that she's used. And then inside she's taken the tissue paper from her kit to fill the inside. And look what she put inside. Ah! Our favourite treat. Peanut butter M&Ms. When we go to the US, we usually get about a 5 kilo bag and I eat these for breakfast. Yes, I really do. I'm like, it's breakfast time in the US. Peanut butter M&Ms. So we love this. Nancy, this is such a beautiful gift. And I know myself, this gave me sunshine. This put a smile on both of our faces for a very long time. The smile's still here. So if you want to do that for your friends and family, then this kit is the one to do it. And she even put a little card to go with it as well. Thank you, Nancy. It's so precious. So definitely think about how you can share sunshine with your friends and family. And I think this kit is good because we're kind of a little bit stressed out. We're kind of lacking a little bit of motivation some days. And it can be hard to use our brain. I get it. Last week I was like, I just want to stay in bed. I don't want to face the world. I don't want to be in a pandemic anymore, please. Can we stop this? Stop! No, we can't. So this is a great way to craft without having to use too much of those little brain cells. Because, you know, they're being preserved for bread making, cocktail making, espresso martinis. So the kit will help you to do some awesome things without having to use too much of your brain, which I love. I love brainless, fun creativity. I love creativity where sometimes I just want to not think, just zone out, put on music and have a bit of fun. And you will have a lot of fun with that kit. So definitely go and check that out. Peanut butter is good for breakfast. Absolutely. I think it's one of the essential food items, food groups. Isn't there milk in chocolate? I'm pretty sure there's milk in chocolate. Yeah. Milk, dairy. Yeah, I'm sure it's good for you. Absolutely. We'll forget about the sugar. Oh, you gave me a bag in Orlando, Ruth Ann. We were so spoiled in Orlando. Honestly, I took a picture of all our peanut butter M&Ms and it was the best thing ever. It was like epic. So epic. You guys were just so overwhelmingly kind to us when we went to Orlando. That was the best convention. I'm so glad we went to that convention because we were like, should we? I don't know. We've travelled a lot this year. Now I'm like, so glad we went. Now we can't go anywhere. So yes, oh, look at me. Seriously. Can I increase the font size on this iPad? Is there a setting here somewhere that says increase font size? Yeah, I'm going to have to find that because this is getting really bad. This is not going well. So what else have I got to show you? I think that was Paper Pumpkin. Yes, the new machine. Yes, I've got a little checklist here that I quickly scribbled out because, you know, I get excited to see you all and then forget what I'm meant to say. I get distracted. What can I say? You all know that. You know I'm a Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Oh, how come I've lost my comments? I can't see the comments anymore. I touched something. Have you done that before? You touch something and then it disappears. Oh, it's back again. Good. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you, I've got a few show and tells for you today, but this week we have been super, super duper duper busy. In fact, I went to bed 3 a.m. the other night. Naughty. But I am setting up a new training program. Or we are. Bruno's my rock. I couldn't do it without him. And yeah, so if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you want support with your business, because when I started out, I was very confused. I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it. Someone would say, go to Instagram. I'm like, how do I do that? And then they're like, yeah, just get some contacts, meet some people. Okay, yeah, but how do I do that? What other ideas do you have for me? So I set up a training program to help demonstrators around the world. And this is going to be our 4th year doing the program. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I'm in shock. When people sign up, I'm like, people have signed up for our training. This is so beautiful. But it's not just our training. It's demonstrators from around the world that are giving talks and some absolutely incredibly inspiring demonstrators that you probably look up to yourself. Like, seriously, my mentors. People who I look to and go, I want to be just like them when I grow up, because they're just so amazing. So yes, we have some fantastic content that we are pulling together from the smartest brains in the business, the ones that have been enduring tough times. Over the years, there's been ups and downs with the business, and they have gone through it all. And the pandemic comes, and they're just like, I've got this. Seriously, that's all you got for me? I went through a lot worse than that a few years ago. They've been through compensation plan changes. They've been through huge changes in the business, like from face-to-face focus to now online. And they've had to adapt. I remember talking to demonstrators, probably Lisa Curcio is the one that comes to mind, when she was doing the jump from face-to-face to online. And it's scary and it's overwhelming. And I remember that sort of, should I do it, Kylie? Should I do it? I don't know what it looks like to move from from face-to-face to online. I'm like, just jump. It's going to be okay, because you can always go back to face-to-face, but just jump. This is the time to jump. And she has absolutely smashed it. I'm sure some of you have seen Lisa Curcio's videos. She is rocking it. She's just like, I'm so proud of her. I'm just like, I can't believe we were chatting about her business on the back of a bus in Rome on one of our incentive trips, going, we've got this, we can do this, let's step up to the next level. And she helps me to no end. I've supported her, she supported me, and it's just such a beautiful thing when demonstrators support other demonstrators, and it grows the business. We want this to be our retirement nest egg. So if we help other demonstrators, we're helping everyone. We want the company to still keep going. And through this pandemic, we're going to need as much support as we possibly can get creatively, to support our customers, to support other team members. It's just, there's so much we need to do to build each other up from so many different areas. And so in order to be able to do that for others, we need to be able to fill our bucket up too, so that we have the strength to help others. So yes, we're very, very excited about that. What else have we got here? Oh, look at you two. When is the mini skem available? We're not sure. I love that you're using skem. It's so cool. Let's keep that skem going. I love it. So good. I love Louise says peanut butter M&Ms are much quicker and less messy than making Nutella and peanut butter toast. Wholeheartedly agree. And there's no carbs. There's no carbs in peanut butter M&Ms. It's got to be better for you than Nutella and peanut butter toast, doesn't it? I'm so glad you watched Lisa's video. She's unreal. I love Lisa. Curcio. Lisa Curcio. She's fantastic. You met Lisa in Orlando. Yes. Now, I wanted to show you a card that Bruno made. He stalked Rachel Tessman. Here's another name drop. Rachel Tessman in our leadership event over the last weekend. And this was the card that he came up with. Check out this card. Now, I want to ask you a question. Please be honest. Do you think Bruno should do a video on this card? I'm dobbing him in, because I think he should. Bruno, this is our live next week. It might even be a video before our live next week. But isn't this stunning? I absolutely adore these colours. Garden green, pear pizzazz. I think there's peacock. Amazing. And look at it with that gold foil. Look at how he's used that gold foil. Like, normally they're rectangles, like little rectangle shapes. And he's just cut off the edge and used it as this beautiful accent to this amazing card. Did he do the inside? That's the other question. Is it going to do a nudie run? Ready? What? Oh, he did the inside. It's not stamped though, but you know, we'll give him a pass. You could have put a nice little leaf in there, Bruno. Yes, Bruno needs to do a video. I agree with all of you. I think he needs to show us how he did this amazing card, because it's beautiful. Well done, Bruno. So that's over on our blog if you want to check that out. There's been a few comments on there, actually. Go over there and pester him. Say, Bruno, make a video. Come on, do it. So yes, and we've had some fun. I did this one last week. I think you guys would have seen that in my video last week. So we've been having a lot of fun with this beautiful Forever Greenery suite. It is absolutely spectacular. The paper is spectacular. And you know me, we love it, chop it. We love to chop. So look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And these are so simple, these cards. Definitely go and check out that video because that's on our page as well. So today I wanted to share with you a few little tips that I'm going to do. So I think it's a unanimous yes, Bruno needs to do a video. Yeah, we all love that. That's still a nudie. If it's not stamped, it's still a nudie. Nudie Rudy, it's half nude. Yes, I agree. So we had the brand new tutorial bundle released this month for September. We come out with a brand new tutorial every month based on a suite. And I love that they're now based on suites. I think it just makes so much sense that you can get the products that you want and you can go over to our store and just search for a suite. Maybe you've already purchased a suite in good taste, or it could be something else that you're looking for, Forever Greenery, whatever it is that you're looking for. And not only do we have the, I'm just getting this store, not only do we have the tutorial with all the measurements, but it also comes along with 12 videos. So all of the projects have a video to go with it. And the main reason why we did that this subscription, is because we very much love the visual. Crafters are very visual people. I know for me, give me writing and I seriously want to cry. Don't make me read. Please don't make me read. I want to see a pretty video. And it's a lot of fun because then we get to know the design team really well and get to see what they create. So I'll just share here. Actually, I need to work out how you actually get to my tutorials from my blog. I think I've got a little tab there for you because that would help. Ah, I do. You're so organised, Kylie. Not really. We're just making it up as we go. So I'm just going to share this screen with you. I'm like, where's my iPad gone? I've got iPads and everything everywhere. So we'll pop this display up for you. Yay, it's working. No, undo. Yes. Okay, so this is our page. So this has just gone live today, and that is actually what we're going to be making together today. Of course, a little different because that's how Kylie rolls. And up the top here, you'll see shop. So you can actually shop for current Stampin' Up products. We also have a few clubs there if you wanted to check those out. But in this section here, it says tutorials. Now, this is the test. Is it going to take us to where it's meant to go? If not, I'll fix that link. If not, I've got to back up. Yes, I love it when it goes to the right place. So here are the tutorials. Here is the brand new one, the Playful Patterns video tutorial bundle. But you can see here, if you click that little drop down, we've got the In Good Taste and the Peony, the World of Good. But the ones that are videos, you'll see have video there. So you know which ones are video and which ones are our old tutorial style. There is one here with botanical prints that actually has the videos as well. But yeah, you can see here these ideas are absolutely gorgeous and you're going to have a lot of fun with that bundle. So yeah, come over here. If you're a demonstrator, you're more than welcome to purchase those as well. It doesn't have to just be customers, and they're available worldwide. So the measurements are in every country, every different one. That seems to be a big question that I get asked. Can I use it in my country? Yeah, you can. We've done 2 measurements. I know because it hurts my brain. I'm like, oh my goodness. No, actually, it helps now that I have my card templates. That's how my card templates got created, do you know? FYI, bit of inside information. Because every time I did the tutorial bundle, I was like, I don't want to do the tutorial bundle because I hate the measurements. And so then I came up with this prototype, and then I'm like, maybe other people have the same Same issue as me. Seriously, that's how it happened. Don't you love the creative process? So let's share my screen. Oh, before I go to our creating table, I have some news to share. No, we're not having a bunker baby. Bruno's sister. She goes, I think you guys need to have a bunker baby. Are you serious? Seriously? No, Angela, we're not having a bunker baby. Bunkering down the baby boom. Are you out of your mind? We treasure our sleep too much. And we feel for all you parents out there. We feel you, but we're glad we're not you. But we feel you. And please know that our hearts are with you. But yes, I was going to tell you something. And that is that I'm going to be going live every week. No more premieres here on YouTube. They're always going to be live. Because I decided it's just too much work. And I'd rather spend time with you and see all your beautiful comments in real life. And be able to say, yay, Judy's here for the first time. I really missed that. So I hope you're excited. Please let me know what you think about that. Every week I'm going to be here live for you all because I missed you all. I liked being virtual, Kylie. I felt like a bit of a stalker, but I prefer being able to actually say hello to you all in person. Thanks, Kathleen. All right, now we can jump into our crafting. After all that, yay! Everyone's excited now. So, what I wanted to show you, all of you know that I love It Chop It. Love It Chop It is something that's very dear to my heart. And what we like to do is chop down our designer series paper into smaller amounts so that I use them. Because I would be really scared of using my paper. And it's also a great way to create a card very quickly and make it look amazing, and yet the paper's really the hero of the story. Like you can see with the cards that I showed you, like they've made me look amazing, but all I've literally done is just stamped the background and the hello. But that just looks so beautiful. This is what designer series paper does for you. Makes you look like an absolute professional. Makes you look incredibly talented, and literally I've just gone stick. Thank you, designer series paper. Thank you for your service. So this one here is the playing with patterns. So this is the suite that we're looking at today. Now you can see your spilt coffee, sing more, and drop things on the floor. I would anyway, Kerry. You know me. I never edited my videos regardless of what happened. You got the real stuff. Kylie's hashtag keeping it real. My new coffee mug that I've been given, I'm very excited about. It was from my team leader. It has a lid. It's basically a glorified baby sipper cup, but I think that's all I'm able to manage in the craft room when there's paper around. That's all I'm allowed. A baby sipper cup. So let's have a look at this card and analyze a few things here. So one thing that I did with this paper, and you probably notice it's not perfectly centered. And the reason for that is because when I cut this paper down, I did a whole stack of note cards with it. Some of you may have seen the note cards that I did and how I set that up. But I really love the Stampin' Up! Note cards. If you haven't seen them before, I've got a pack here that I want to show you. We're going to do a few little mashups today. A few little ideas for you to get your mojo flowing. And things that are really easy, because we need easy at the moment. We need fun, free, happy, easy. So I'm going to show you here what I've done. So what I did with the designer series paper, and I'll show you in a reel, because this designer series paper is actually 6x6. And for a lot of people, it's challenging to know what to do with 6x6 paper. How do I cut it? What do I do with it? So usually what I do is I create a card front and then I have a little piece sort of left over at the edge. But I thought for the note cards, it would be nice to use, do a card front. But when I looked at the size, I was like, oh, that's really going to be awkward, because you can see here, this is the fold here. So it will cover this section. I mean, it's still fine. You're going to end up with that bit left over there, and then a few strips along the edge, which you could use to decorate the inside. But I really wanted to utilize this 6x6 paper to make 2 full note cards, not this sort of leftover weird bit. I'm like, how am I going to cut this so that it's going to make the most impact on my card? So the key thing here is that our note card size is, I'm pretty sure, let's get our trimmer, is 3x5. So I had to do some math to begin with, but don't worry, I've done it all for you now. You don't have to use your brain anymore. So yes, it's 3.5 by 5. Okay, so I had that measurement. I was like, 3.5 by 5, that's totally not going to work. But maybe if I cut it down, because this is 6 inches, I was like, maybe if I cut it to 3, and I'm like, but then I'm going to not have enough to cover it properly. It's going to have sort of this little edge here, because it's got the 1/2 inch still left over then. So I'm like, maybe I can cut 1/2 inch off this and use that. So I did that. I think basically if I cut this twice, because there's 1 inch left over. I know, it's pretty amazing, right? So 1/2 inch, and then I know it's weird that I'm working in inches, but because the note cards are in inches, that's kind of how I went with it. And then we're going to do the 3. Now, stick with me. I know this seems really strange, but look what happens here. So we've got this one. We'll fold this down. Now, we've got a little bit of an edge. Oh yeah, no, that's right. So that's going to be okay there. Now, you could pretty much just do this if you wanted to and put a little sentiment. That's another idea. Even that hello that we used in the Forever Greenery. Like, so cute. How adorable is this? Literally, just that. Stick, little sentiment. Oh my goodness, I would be so happy to receive that. Or to step it up, because we've got these little pieces here, you could put them on the inside, or you could even pop them on the front, like so. So you've got this like little secondary piece here, almost like a piece of ribbon, but it's made out of designer series paper. So the choice is really yours, and then you can add whatever you want, like a big sentiment on the front or a little tiny one because you don't want to cover up the paper because it's so pretty. Totally up to you. But I love this note card idea. So just remember, you don't, trust me, I've done it. You don't want to chop it at 3 inches straight away. You want to do your little two little 1/2 inches first. Then you chop it into the 3 inch. Okay? And then you'll get the right little angle for it. But I love that idea. So anyway, I chopped all of my paper into this note card size. And so when I opened my designer series paper, I'm like, great, what am I going to do with this? This is all cut down for note cards, but I don't want to make a note card. So I still was able to use that paper to make a full-sized card, even though this is actually note card size. And all I had to do was just add this little outside border, which is just 1/8 of an inch larger. That's all I did, just added a little bit extra on the edge. So what we'll do, I'll move these out of the way, and I'll definitely be doing some maybe more note cards, or even these cards that I'm doing here, because it's just so beautiful. So I'll move them over there, and I've got the Playing with Patterns paper that I'm really happy with. And where's my other little piece that I had? I think I might use that one. I really like that one. Let's do that. Let's do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my Pattern Play stamp set that comes in the suite. And this comes as a bundle. I mean, it's much better just to grab the whole suite because, you know, we want it all. But it does come in a bundle with these alphabets. Now, if you don't have these alphabets, what is wrong with you? These are my all-time favorite alphabet dies. I've had other letters in the past, like letter dies. I'll be honest with you, I haven't used them. I have used these so much. They are spot on, perfect for card making, a beautiful font. I love that they have numbers because sometimes a few of the letter die sets didn't have numbers, which broke my heart. But I love that it has everything you need. So I'm going to grab these 2 hearts. I've got some blocks here that I can put them on. And actually I might mix it. Yeah, here we go. Typical Kylie. Let's change this up. I say it like as if it's something unusual, but I'm going to be really unusual. No, that's what you usually do, Kylie. You're always changing it. You can't just stay the same. I like to change things up. I get bored easily. What can I say? So I'm going to use that one. I think that's a cool pattern. But this is a really great background stamp set. There's lots of different ways that you can use these really small images to create really cool, fun backgrounds. On my tutorial bundle, if you do decide to purchase that, I've done a tutorial on how to do the scrappy strips technique, but it's not in a way that you have seen before, I think. It's like a smaller layer of scrappy strips, and I've used these cute little polka dots in the background with Magenta Madness. You can use whatever colors, of course, but it's a super, super cute tutorial. I'm really happy with it. I was like, oh, that's so cute. I wish I could show everyone. Why does it have to be the tutorial? Oh, well, they'll just have to get the tutorial if they want to see it. That's the only way you can see it. It's hidden. You can't see it anywhere online. Stampin' the Sand. She hasn't ordered the alphabet dies yet. Yes, you need them. Oh, thanks, Denise. Great to see you live too. And yes, Lisa is a very creative person. I agree. Now, I don't know if I'm going to... I might actually just stamp off on this because I don't... I'm at 2 minds. Should I go bold? What am I feeling like today? Bold or not bold? I'm going to go bold. I'm going to go for it. We can always test it out. Oh, yes. I'm really happy I went bold. But what I'm going to do is not necessarily cover the whole thing, but just do pieces of it. I love this. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. And this is what I love about Designer Series paper. We have totally just changed this paper. By the way, do you like my top? It's like Designer Series paper. I'm like channeling the Designer Series paper. It's like, what am I going to put on today? Wear my pattern play paper, my pattern play top. My patterns, playing with patterns top. That's what it's going to be called now. I'm playing with patterns. So we've got that. I'm just going to keep it simple like that. And I'm going to stick it down to that base. And now we're going to do our sentiment. And I'll show you how you can use these amazing, amazing dies. So what we'll do... One thing with Designer Series paper, do not look at the back and cry. Just pretend it's plain. Pretend there's no pattern there. Especially if you really like the pattern. Oh my goodness, it breaks my heart. I'm like, don't look, Kylie, don't look. You're just gluing. You're gluing. La, la, la. Don't look at the back. Because, yeah, otherwise you get really depressed that you're covering up beautiful paper. But just tell yourself you can buy more. I'm going to buy another pack because I really like that other colour. I really like the back, so I'm going to have to get double. Look how easy that is. Easy peasy. Now, what background should I use? maybe I can go for, let's test it. This is how I do my thing. I didn't actually grab any cardstock, but I can grab my Night of Navy, and what's the other colour in there? I think it might be Calypso Coral, do you reckon? Not Calypso Coral. Oh yeah, that one is Calypso. Let's have a look at that one. Where's my Calypso? Oh, there. And the other one that we've got is Coastal Cabana. Ooh, the Coastal Cabana's looking beautiful. I don't think I want this one, which I think is Crushed Curry. I've got it on the front of my paper. I should really check. I put it on here. Crushed Curry, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, Purple Posy. I like having it on here. It's very handy because I never know the colours. What colour is that? And this is a great way, by the way, if you don't know a colour combination, like say you're a bit lost and you're like, I don't know what colour to do. This is a fantastic way to get a brilliant colour combo. Look at this colour combo. This could even be masculine. Such a beautiful combo. I could see this being quite nautical. So yeah, it's a good way to do it. So let's put this against each one. Nah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm loving that. Ooh, that one's actually quite nice too, but I think, nah. I like the bold. I'm going bold today. But you could use anything that you like. Anything that screams out to you and says, me, use me. But I like having it sort of against it. Like put it against it and then it helps you to decide. Once you visualize it. And then I'll just chop that in half. And that will get stuck down. I love my bone folder for a nice crisp edge. Just finishes off the card beautifully. There's nothing like Stampin' Up! Cardstock. Nothing like it. Oh, I love this. Yep, that's the winner. Now, to do our, I'm going to raise that up. But to do our little sentiment, there's a few things that we're going to use today. So this is the amazing foam adhesive sheets from Stampin' Up. They're new to this catalogue, new to this annual catalogue, and we were so excited because anything dimensionals, you had me at dimension. So to have it as an actual sheet is so brilliant because now we can use it to do some really cool things. Now, we saw in the catalogue that they had used it with the lettering and we laughed and laughed and laughed. We're like, as if that's going to work. As if you can run a foam sheet through a machine that squashes it and it come out good. There's no way. Well, Stampin' Up! Had the last laugh at us because it works. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So first thing you need to do to set this up is I've decided to use both the negative and the positive image. You don't have to. You could just use the letters. But I loved how bold and fun this whole border was and the fact that you could put it in with a different colour. I thought it was just a fun technique and something cool to learn. And even that it's not, it's kind of haphazard like the background. So the way that you do that is I've cut some of the foam adhesive strips. So I've got a couple here. And what you'll need to do is decide what colour you want your letters to be and what colour you want your background to be. Now, I have been super rough. I have just used snips. As you can see, it's not super neat, but I think it's fine for this project. So I definitely think with this, yes, Bruno uses a whole sheet. I'm surprised he doesn't use just a whole foam adhesive sheet at the back here. He probably does, but doesn't show me. He sneaks it. He sneaks a whole sheet without telling me. So we're going to use, I'll just look at which one's probably the least crooked because they're both crooked. And then just stick this down. So with these adhesive sheets, they're sticky on both sides. So you have two sides, sticky and sticky. So one side, of course, is going to be for you to stick to the project. The other side is for you to stick whatever colour you want to it. Or if you're sticking it to a project like this, stick. You need two sides to stick. So I keep putting my finger in this. Stop touching the foam adhesive sheet, Kylie. You're going to get stuck to it. So I'll just get as close as I can. And it's probably easier. I think I did this last time. Rather than cutting beforehand, I cut afterwards. Like I put it down. I peeled back a little bit of the sheet, like so, and then stuck my cardstock down and then cut it. And I think that's probably a tip that's a little bit easier, because now I'm stuck with this and I've got to cut it again. No! I don't want to cut you again. I wonder if my trimmer cuts through it. I haven't tried it. This could be an epic fail, people. I have a feeling it will be an epic fail, but you never know. This is how we find these things out. It may not be an epic fail. It might be the best thing I've ever come up with. And if it is, I knew all along it was going to be a really good idea. Oh. Love it. Can you tell I'm excited? Sorry, that was really loud. Block your ears, people, block your ears. But Kylie is excited. There is always noise when I'm excited. Yes. Thank you, little mini trimmer. You're the best. Seriously, this little guy is just the best. I think you can get this at the moment only if you're a demonstrator. Yeah. It's part of the merchandise. If you want the mouse pad and this trimmer, this little cutter, come and join, because we get cool stuff. I know, I'm cruel. But it's for your good, you know. It's like your parents who forced you to eat vegetables. They know what's good for you. You just got to listen to me, all right? I know what's good for you. Trust me. Surely you know me long enough by now that you know I have the greatest of intentions for you all. I care about you all. I want the best for you. So it's still crooked, but at least with this, I can definitely manipulate this, because I've even got grid lines here, which is exciting. I don't know how close it's going to get, but anyway, let's, while we're experimenting, let's keep experimenting. Yes. Now that I can't believe it, this is going to be perfectly straight. And look how good the corners are. Oh yeah. Mwah! Thank you, little one. You're the cutest. I love my little mini cutter. So we've got that. Now what? Yeah, now what, Kylie? What do we do now? Now I've got some Whisper White here. We're going to do the same thing with that. Cover this. Although this doesn't need to be, we're not stressing about this being neat and tidy, because this is going to go directly on here, like so. And this one doesn't need to. So we'll just pull that off, pop that down. Doesn't matter where, because we're going to be cutting into it. Good. Now make sure when you're chopping, when you're cutting with your dies, that you've got it the right way. You don't want to be cutting on the sticky side, because otherwise you'll end up with like back to front lettering. We're going to be cutting on the side that we want at the top. I'm just going to trim this too, just so I know exactly where the foam is when I'm lying it down, just to make my life easier. Great. So that's probably the most strenuous part of this, is just adhering that foam adhesive, which was actually quite fun, really. Now what we'll do, I'll bring in my little machine, my skem, and we're going to do some cutting with these thanks. So I've decided that these cards, and this is something that I've been doing lately, as I make a card, I'm like, who is this card for? Do I have their address? And when am I going to send it by? And I really like doing this because we can make these beautiful cards and we can end up more. And we're collecting all these cards and we're not sending them to our beautiful friends. So these cards are going to be sent to the leadership, Brian Pilling, Corey, and some of the people that I worked with in the leadership summit, because they seriously rocked it big time. It was such a brilliant event that Stampin' Up put on. So I want to thank them for that. So this is my accountability video. So we can see that okay. Now what I'm going to do is first of all pop in the Night of Navy one. And we're going to do, I don't think the magnetic plate will work with the foam adhesive because it's quite thick. So we would just stick it down like this anyway. And I love having it in this block like this because what it's enabling me to do is guide me as to where I need to place it on the card. So I really appreciated that. I'll just put these down and then we can play around with the spacing. There is a wrong and right way for the S. There's a smaller piece that goes up the top. Okay, so let's just play around with this. We'll do a little bit of maneuvering so that this looks cute. I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, which is kind of like a haphazard way. I think it looks really cute with this paper because this paper's fun and whimsical, almost like, you know, yeah, kid-like. Here we go. Whee! I cannot believe, like seriously, the first time we did it, we were like, there's no way this is going to cut. Because you look at the dies and they're super, super thin. And there's this massive, big, look at that. It's cut all the way through and it's still got its dimension. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? We were shocked. And you can do it with really, really fine, intricate dies as well. Which, yet again, we could not believe. So we'll pull these out and then we'll do it with our Whisper White layer as well. And the cool thing about this is that we're using the background of this. So you now suddenly have all of these letters, which I ended up keeping a strip here of the backing that was on the, I think, which way is the right way? Let me feel this. Because there's probably a wrong way and a right way. Oh yeah, the extra silky side is the one that goes to the sticky. Yeah, that side. So what I did was grab the letters out and then you can create your own little stickers. Like, wouldn't this be a cool gift to send to someone? Have some little words that you've already pre-cut for them. Say, you're welcome. Here's a gift from me. Come out here, little A. Oh, and we need that inside piece too. That's very important, that little inside piece of the A. We'll grab that in a moment. So isn't that cool? You just store it on there. Although I've kind of misjudged the sizing. But you get the idea. Isn't that fun? So you can just store that. But we'll grab that little A insert in a moment. And we'll do our, I'll pop it over here. So thank. Ah, where did it just go? Anyway, I'll find that in a moment. It's probably stuck to me somewhere. So pop that over there. Now we'll do our Whisper White layer. Now this one, it doesn't matter how this is placed because we're going to be putting it inside the other piece. So we don't have to be too worried about how it's lined up. Although you might decide to use both of them at the same time and just have reverse. So let's do that. We'll just make sure it's ready to go. Good. And then you can have both of them. Unbelievable, right? Who would have thought that this would work? Not me. I was a doubter. Had to see it for my own eyes. Yep. You can see it's cut through. You can just test it on the back and you'll see if that back area is cut, then definitely it's all cut through. Brilliant. Thanks, Scam. We love you. We love our new beautiful machine. So let's have a look here. Let's build our little thanks. Thanks. And we've got this one here. I'll get my dimensionals that I like to store in my clear case. We've got some bordering ones, so I just like to chop these down and use these. It's actually perfect for something like this too, because you can choppy chop chop. There we go. I hope you've all been able to create lately. If not, hopefully this inspires you to get your craft on. Pull out some of your crafting supplies, especially with designer series paper. It's just, I find it's so much fun once it's cut down and ready to go. Brilliant. It's so much fun and easy. There we go. So I'll pull those off. And we'll stick this down and then we'll stick our lettering down. I've got some nice designer series paper there that I can use in the middle. Okay. So yeah, even though this doesn't really line up, I mean, it'll probably be different looking on the US cards, but I really love how it frames it. I just think it looks fun. I don't think it's an issue that the sizing is a little bit different on each side. And then we're going to lay that down. Whee! There's just a couple of the backing stickers that were still on there, so just pull those off. It's nice and sticky, this stuff. And then we can pop it down there. Now you could even decide, I'm not even going to add the insert because I think I started with that where I just had it like so, with of course the little A, which I think looks really, really good. But let's test it. I'll keep the sticky backing on and let's test it with that. Oh, it does really pop. Yeah, let's stick it in. I do like it when it's... And a cool little trick that you can do with this, and it would be fun actually, I should have done it with this one, but you can grab what's in the background and bring that out. So you use your dies, just that sheet in the back, to just cut out a section of your actual paper in the background. And then it just looks like the whole thing has just been raised up, which, oh, it just looks amazing. It looks so different. Everyone's like, how did you line that up? That looks so difficult. It's like, I just cut it out from the base. I didn't have to line it up at all. It was already there for me. So the A, I'm just taking out that little bit there. Where's my little take a pic tool? He's gone walkabout. Oh, there he is over there. What are you doing in that box? You're meant to be in my little container here. Disappearing on me. Oh, I love that. I think that looks so much fun. Love it, chop it, says Laurie. Have you tried running it through only once instead of twice? Yeah, probably. I think it might work. There we go. And you can see how every single colour that you use just changes the look of this, which I love. I love that when you can do the exact same design and yet it comes out completely different. So we'll grab this little inside piece here. So this is a little bit fiddly, but if you ask me, it's worth it. It's worth grabbing that little A piece because it's just the piece of resistance. A little cheat, if you lose that little piece, just grab your markers and colour it in with the Night of Navy just to hide it. Isn't that fun? It's so much fun. I wonder if we've got the little dots. I'm going to get the dots from this suite. I'm sure they'll be somewhere. So the cool thing about these dies too is that they show you where the placement is. Where did I put the sheet? Where are you, little alphabets? There they are. So you can see it's got the letters for you. And I really like that because you could easily lose these without knowing. And if there's not a guide to tell you what's meant to be there, yeah, I just think it's a really good way to keep track of where your letters are meant to be and what's meant to be there. So thanks, Stampin' Up. Really cool. Isn't it beautiful? And it's even got the exclamation mark too. We could have done that because, you know, I love my exclamation marks. Yes, I do, because I'm always like that. I'm always excited. So there you go. How is that card? Amazing, right? I'm going to get some of the little dots. What have I got here? I've got adhesive. What are these ones? I've got a few embellishments. So maybe one of the playing with patterns. Oh, my little background has gone skew with. I've got rhinestones in there. No. And what are these? Oops, my gold. No. Although these would be nice. If I don't find the ones I'm looking for, I'll use them. Because they're really cool. I think I see them. Although, yes, playing with patterns. We can have a look and see which ones are better. Who's going to win the contest? I haven't even used these yet. They're so cool. This is a perfect card for it. So if I'm going to use these, I don't really want to put colour on colour. Yeah, I think I'm going to do these. So I'll pick up the, oh, they're really cool because they're like flat. That one with that one. And then up here, do a, oh, that's so fun. Thank you, playing with patterns, resin dots. You're super cute. I almost feel like doing 5 this time because they're so cute, but I'm going to hold myself back. It's hard to stop. And then all of a sudden the whole thing's covered in dots. Yes, hold yourself back. Now I've got some inserts here. I was like, I know I've put them in a new place. I like to have my inserts already pre-chopped, ready to go, so that we don't do any nudie runs. And I think I'm going to use this stamp set. I could also use some of the designer series paper if I wanted to as well, that goes with this set. That's another option. Because there's a lot of, like even this little edge piece here, you can do a little bit of decorating with that. What else have we got here that we can play with? Ooh, this one's pretty. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. So even all your little pieces are going to come in really handy. Don't ever throw out even small pieces, because I'll do it on here actually, because it'll be easier to, because I want to do partial of both. I want to get a bit of the blue in too. Oh, that's beautiful. No, that's perfect. That's all I need. And then I'll just chop that down. Bit of snipping. Beautiful. How beautiful is this? So much fun. And I love those alphabet dies. They're just brilliant. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Now, the reason why I use this glue is because I can never get anything straight. Everything is always crooked. So it gives me a bit of wiggle room. It gives me time to go meh, and move it until I think it's straight. Because if I stuck it down, oh my goodness, it would always be crooked. Whoops, got a little bit of ink there, but that's all right. We shall cover that with when I write it. So pretty. No, I've got it. Yay! I like putting designer series paper on the inside, and this is super cute. So if you wanted to, you could put like a little sentiment there that you stick down, or you could put a little border around there and do that. Yeah, I'm going to just stick it right down. It's just a nice, I like having the designer series paper on the inside. It just sort of brings the outside in, which I really like. And even though this is not a full piece, it's just a beautiful little accent that you can add, because then all of a sudden it's like this piece, boom, it's there. And if you add a little sentiment, instead of having it in the middle here and then not being able to write, you can pop it up there. Like, thanks, you mean so much to me, or you're amazing. And then it's ready to go. Isn't that the coolest? I'm very, very happy with that card. What do you think, everyone? Hopefully you learned some new techniques. Even if you don't like the colours, it'll hopefully give you some ideas of what you can do with this beautiful suite. And even those background stamps, I think they look like they're nothing in the catalogue. They look like they're nothing even when you get the stamps out. I'm like, what am I going to do with these stamps? But once I started playing with them, I just love them. Like even those little hearts being able to decorate your background, like create your own backgrounds using the designer series paper. It's just a really cute, fun stamp set and easy, super easy. So there you go. You get a picture with my playing with patterns top. Isn't that fun? I'll come back here so you can see my top that matches. Yay. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm going to grab my comments. I've been so busy crafting, I haven't got to look at your comments. Yay, lovely idea. So simple, but I have to learn to do. Yes, keep it simple. And, you know, you don't have to go for the foam adhesive. Like if you found that a little bit overwhelming sticking it all down, then just grab some of the letters and put it directly on there using just cardstock. You can just cut it out with some cardstock, and really, really easy to stick down and layer it. But I just like the dimension that it adds to the card. I think it, yeah, creates a lot of fun. But yeah, it's good. Oh, that's great, Zan. She's getting her Playing with Patterns bundle. That's very good. Yay. Thank you all very, very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed that today. And I'm so looking forward to being with you all next week live. Exciting. For those of you that are watching the replay on Facebook, if you want to be with us live, it is over on YouTube. But I will be popping it up on Facebook as well. Yes, go Kylie. She's going to go make one, she said. Good. Go and make one. But yeah, thank you so much for all being here. Hey, Holly, good to see you. And just remember, if you want to get the tutorial, it's different again. I'll give you a little tiny, tiny sneak peek, okay? Like I said, I use the dotties. You ready? And scrappy strip. Oh my goodness. So if you want the tutorial and you want to do some scrappy stripping. Oh, no stripping. Scrappy stripping. Then definitely go and check that out. And I've got the link there. Plus it's in above or below depending on where you are on YouTube or on Facebook. On YouTube there's a little tiny arrow in the corner that you've got to press to see everything, which is a little bit confusing. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as one of our subscribers so that you get notifications. Press the bell. And that way you'll know when we're going live or when there's a new video and you won't miss it. And I'll definitely get Bruno onto making that card for us next week. I get the week off. But I'll be here just telling him what to do because I'm good at that. I'm good at telling him what to do. Oh, that's nice. Anne said she's doing it while homeschooling. As I said, I'm feeling for you ones with all the kids. And Donna said, thanks for the wonderful inspiration. You're such a delight to watch. It's all fake, Donna. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What you see is what you get with me. Yes. Oh, well, thank you all so much for being here. It was lovely catching up with you all. Please message, share us pictures, tag us on Facebook, wherever you're going to be if you make something similar or you're inspired by one of our cards. We love seeing you create. And just remember to always think about who are these cards going to be for. So I don't think I should send the love hearts to Brian. So maybe this one's Brian Pilling's card. This one I think I can handle sending this one to Corey maybe. Or maybe this should be for Sarah. Maybe I can send one to Sarah Douglas because she's working very, very hard for all of us, our CEO. And then I've got my tutorial bundle surprise one for Corey maybe. That would be fun. So, yes, make sure you send them. Send the love to others. And Melissa said she's ordered the paper play bundle early this week and it's arriving on Saturday. Yay! That's great. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thank you all very, very much for being here. Thank you for your support of our tutorials and our training and all the weird and wacky things that I come up with that you support. I'm always like, oh, wow, someone got it. Oh, it must work. And remember, if you really want the paper pumpkin, we would love to help you with that. A beautiful kit to give as a gift to friends or a gift for yourself. So we deserve it. We're not going anywhere. We need something to help us. It's either order paper pumpkin or eat all of the M&Ms in the house. Or just do both. In fact, do both. And a glass of wine with it. I give you permission. See you, everyone. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.